Denver's 911 director is responding to claims that a call for help went unanswered for more than 15 minutes. Karen Morfitt, first reported on the delay Tuesday, has been digging further into this issue. And Karen, the director does not deny there was a wait.
Yeah, Karen, and she doesn't deny that wait may have been for a long period of time. Now, the claims are that it took 17 minutes to report an armed robbery at this market here in the Whittier neighborhood. The director says that they weren't in their primary call center, so they don't have the records indicating an exact time. Denver's 911 director Athena Butler says working out of a backup call center on Sunday may have played into a delay in answering an emergency call at the Lincoln Market.
All cars 25th and Gilpin's and a robbery in progress with a gun.
Michael DeVanzo was working next door when the victims came looking for help.
When we were in the back on hold with 911, he said that he had been on for about 17 minutes or so.
5 911 calls were made that day, and wait times for each are being investigated. Butler says their initial information shows the first call to 911 came in at around 7:02, and that caller waited 4 minutes before hanging up.
Once they hung up and we had another person available, that call dropped to them. And so they tried to call that number back, and when they called back, they got the voicemail.
It wasn't until 7:13, after a witness called the non-emergency number, did information about what happened and where make it to police.
Well, they did advise it occurred about 20 ago.
We're trying to mitigate anyone being on hold. It's almost impossible nowadays, but we have the support of the city to take additional steps. One, by getting into our new building in 18, which will be much larger, which allows us to hire even more people.
When you've got lives on the line, not really something that you can excuse.
Now, Butler says they can't have as many call takers in that backup center as well. There were a number of calls related to a shooting that was happening at that same time on Sunday night, things that may have added to the call load and that hold time. She says it's not the norm, and that in January, 94% of the calls that they took in, they say, were answered within 40 seconds or less. We asked about that additional 6%, and they say they just don't have the records. We're live in Denver. Karen Morfitt, CBS 4 News.